tonight on Denver 7 News at 6.
I can't believe it. I can't believe that.
Colorado reels from one of the most violent weekends in recent memory.
A Commerce City neighborhood becomes a war zone after dark.
We're scared for our kids to be outside.
Republicans say an ambitious transportation plan will be a free-for-all.
We're all contributing a little bit more to solve big problems.
It raises fees on Coloradans during a time where our families are struggling.
Winter storm warnings continue in the mountains and foothills, and we'll see some flakes right down here in the metro as well.
And throw on your number 15 jersey and book a flight to Florida. Tim Tebow is back as a tight end.
This 33-year-old guy that has not played in 9 years, and oh, by the way, he wasn't that great at the position he played.
Good evening. Thanks for watching Denver 7. I'm Ann Trujillo.
And I'm Shannon Ogden. More than a half dozen shootings have occurred in the Front Range just since Friday evening. 7 people were injured, 8 were killed, 1 shot dead in Denver yesterday.
6 more were murdered in Colorado Springs Saturday night by a gunman who took his own life. Myra Perez and her husband Melvin, Melvin's mother Joanna Cruz, his brother Jose Gutierrez, and Myra's sister and brother Sandra and Jose Ibarra were killed. A relative told CNN they were celebrating a birthday when Sandra's boyfriend showed up and started shooting.
We don't know how best yet to help the family, but we know that time will come, and when it does, you'll step up like you always do.
The man accused of shooting a Denver police officer in the leg with a shotgun has been arrested. That officer remains in critical condition. And Denver 7's PATTRIK Perez is joining us live tonight. Patrick, the suspect's attorney tried to convince a judge his client isn't a threat and said his past arrests didn't involve violence, and that's not quite true, is it?
Yeah, not according to our court records that we obtained, and the suspect appears to have a history of domestic violence and assault, and just last year he admitted to wanting to crash into a deputy.
I need your guys' help, please.
The man accused of shooting a Denver police officer appeared in court Monday morning sounding remorseful.
I have every intention on complying with you guys to everything.
Police say 40-year-old Pedro Gallego shot at officers late Saturday night in Denver's Sunnyside neighborhood. They had arrived near the corner of 42nd and Alcott after getting a call from a homeowner who had spotted Gallegos in his fenced-in patio.
And as they approached, they were suddenly fired upon by the subject who was in the patio area there.
When Gallegos fired from his sawed-off shotgun, he hit one of the officers in the leg. Medics took that officer to Denver Health in critical condition, where he remains.
He suffered significant injuries to his legs and pelvis.
Surveillance video from a nearby home captured the sounds of Gallegos firing that shotgun and an officer firing back. Police say Gallegos managed to escape the area, but officers located him about an hour later.
He was contacted near 40th Avenue and Alcott Street as he attempted to ride a bicycle out of the perimeter.
Gallegos is charged with attempted murder, possession of a weapon by a previous offender, and criminal trespassing. He also had at least 2 outstanding warrants, including one from Jefferson County in which he almost drove his truck into a deputy 3 times last year.
It's much bigger than what any of you know, and I would really like to sit down and tell you guys how deep this goes.
At his bond hearing, Gallegos tried to get out of jail, pleading for an ankle bracelet instead, but the judge didn't budge.
Not today, sir. I've already made my decision.
That decision, $100,000 cash bond. And by the way, that Denver police officer has been with the department for about 4 years now, and the department credits his fellow officer for applying a tourniquet to him, which likely saved his life. We're live in downtown Denver tonight. I'm PATTRIK Perez, Denver 7.
The man who hit and killed Trooper Cody Donahue in 2016 was convicted today of 2 of the 3 charges against him. Noe Gomez Ruiz was found guilty today on careless passing an emergency vehicle resulting in death and failure to remain in a single lane. A jury found him not guilty of careless driving resulting in death. Now, this was the 3rd trial for Ruiz. The first 2 were thrown out for prosecutorial incompetence.
It's been a long 4.5 years for us, and it doesn't really feel like a win, but it is a relief to know that that he's found guilty and that he's responsible for my husband's death. And for us, this will never be over. We're always going to miss Cody.
Ruiz will be sentenced in late July. The maximum punishment is a year in prison, but he could just as easily be placed on probation.
We might be through with winter, but winter isn't through with us. Chief Meteorologist Mike Nelson is here with us with when that snow will arrive in the metro and how much we'll get, Mike.
Oh, we're not going to see a lot here in downtown, but some of the foothill locations, elevation above 6,000 feet, could pick up an inch or two on the grass. The heavier snows will fall above 7,000 feet tonight. This is the view in downtown. Very wet, very green, very wet, with the rain falling in the Westminster area, and very white right now. There's nothing to see up at the top of the Continental Divide. Every once in a while you can see a chairlift pole out there, but that's about it. A lot of rain, a lot of snow. That snow level is pretty much teasing about 6,000 feet. We have had snow down in the Fort Collins area and around the city of Loveland, as well as in Boulder. Winter storm warnings in effect. The mountains, mainly above 7,000 feet. Winter weather advisory is farther to the south, and this storm system is not going to give it up quite yet. We'll have rain and snow through tomorrow. Better weather comes in later this week.
Thank you, Mike. Colorado has never had an easy time finding more money for transportation, and we don't expect that will change this evening.
Democrats have come up with a plan that favors fees over taxes to pay for these improvements. And the bill has Republican support, but not much.
All to say tonight could be a long one in the state capitol, and Denver7's Megan Lopez has more.
It's the 197-page bill that promises big investments in transportation infrastructure. Senate Bill 260 would raise $5.3 billion for transportation over 11 years. It would use $1.5 billion in general fund money, and the rest would come from fees on gas, rideshare services, and more. At its first committee test Monday, more than 100 people signed up to testify either for or against it. For supporters,
everyone that uses the roads, consumers, individuals, businesses, we're all contributing a little bit more to solve big problems, and that's what Coloradans do.
While at least one Republican has supported it, most others do not.
What this bill does that we're debating today is it raises fees on Coloradans during a time where our families are struggling.
Instead, Republicans have written a 4-page amendment they say would do away with the fees while raising more money for transportation.
And it takes $2 billion of those dollars and it puts it directly into roads and bridges. Of those $2 billion, $1.5 billion go directly into projects for right now. Start, let's go, shovel ready, let's get the job done.
But stimulus funding is one-time funding. We haven't solved this issue since 1991. Now is the time for a sustainable solution.
Meanwhile, Americans for Prosperity has a different idea on how to fight the bill using a ballot initiative.
As the legislature is looking at adding fees on gasoline purchases to a certain amount, we're looking at reducing the state gas tax by the exact same amount.
Transportation funding has never been easy in the state. This bill has a lot of support, but also a lot of opposition and a long road ahead through the legislature. Megan Lopez, Denver7.
The FDA has authorized a Pfizer vaccine for children between 12 and 15 years old. Advisors from the CDC will meet on Wednesday to consider how it should be distributed. And then after that, the CDC director will sign off and the vaccine can be administered. And there are nearly 300,000 Coloradans between 12 and 15. Douglas County commissioners intend to throw out all mask requirements when they meet tomorrow. We'll see what comes of that. Now, in the meantime, it's worth remembering local control doesn't always extend to masks, and the state outranks county on such issues.
17,000 Coloradans have signed up for health care through the state exchange over the last month. Enrollment was reopened following the passage of the President's American Rescue Plan. You can sign up through August on the Connect for Health Colorado website.
Well, Denver City Council will discuss, if not decide, the fate of the Denver7 building tonight. Our parent company wants to tear the place down and expand elsewhere. 3 people from Denver stand in the way. They say the building is a landmark, and they're trying to convince the city it should be preserved. We fully expect tonight's meeting to get testy, so look for what happens tonight on Denver7 News at 10.
And funeral homes may now think beyond the grave when handling their clients' final wishes. Governor Polis signed a bill into law today that allows for human remains to be composted. The soil can neither be sold nor used to grow food.
CU President Mark Kennedy stepping down after only 2 years. Kennedy was never the most popular guy on campus. Students didn't like that he voted against same-sex marriage while serving in Congress. He was also recently censured by faculty for a perceived lack of action on diversity and for a, quote, history of problematic and hurtful statements. Kennedy insists the university has made strides in diversity and inclusion, but says the board's clearly going in a new direction he will hand the reins to someone else.
Senator Michael Bennet said today he already accumulated 140 endorsements for re-election, and those include Governor Polis, Senator John Hickenlooper, and Representatives Crow, Perlmutter, and Neguse. Bennett's campaign has already raised over $1 million.
My heart was beating. I was worried for where are my kids, where's my dog, like what's happening.
Coming up, the neighbors called the cops. When that didn't work, they contacted Denver7.
We're done with this.
Plus, the Jags signed the greatest quarterback in Florida history, and we're not talking about Trevor Lawrence.